Hossa drops it back. Here's Rosabal. Goes back to Hossa, turns to the forehand. He scores! Pass to the front. Smith, what a stop, and now it's in! Here's a great pass. Tarasenko in the clear. He scores!
On for Tarasenko. He waits, now cuts in, fires and scores! Unbelievable shot by Tarasenko, and the Blues tie the game on his third in 2 games.
Look, no mic in my face. Haha, yeah. So for anyone that doesn't follow me on Twitter, or pay any attention to anything I post, I like the Hawks and the Blues. That's a weird combination, I know, but I don't really care, and you can't make me. So, stop trying. But, so what I decided I'm going to do with the vlog now, whatever this thing is I'm going to do a little, talk about both, and just throw anything else interesting in there that I find or see or whatever. So it's going to be mostly Hawks and Blues and Central Division in general, but I reserve the right to throw in any other game that I see, because I have Game Center, so I'm going to be watching a lot. So you guys have been warned, and again, no mic in my face. It's kind of nice to not have something like right here, but so I want to just touch on a couple things. First of all, let's start off with the Hawks. They got out pretty hot. They went to LA, beat them in their banner raising ceremony. Then that's uncrooked. Then they went to Phoenix, where they were raising their I think division championship banner when they won the Pacific last year, and really ran all over them. Hossa had 2 in that game. So did Boland. Stallberg had 1 somehow. And then going back to the Kings game, Frolik even scored, which alert the media. Let's just take a look at some of the just early season stats here. Awkward silence. So then, looking at their schedule, they don't have many home games to start out the season. That's how the schedule is assigned. But here's the schedule coming up. So onto the Blues side, they got out to an even hotter start. They completely destroyed Detroit in their home opener, in St. Louis's home opener. And one of the big stories out there, down there, whatever, is a certain number 91, Tarasenko. I didn't really hear much about him before he came up, but the dude is a beast. His release on his shot is unbelievable, and he's fast, he's got great hands, he's just a great all-around player. He's going to be a good player for them, especially down the road. He's got 3 goals in his first 2 games, and he's got to be, if he keeps this up, he will probably be at least a finalist for the Calder. He should be anyway. But it's a short season, so I think he'll be able to keep it up. He's averaging, well, just over 2 points a game, 2.5. But I think he could keep it up. It's a pretty easy pace, and they've got a great team down there. He's been playing on the line with McDonald and Steen, and that line has looked really good. There's a lot of speed on there between Steen and Tarasenko, and with McDonald's not exactly a slouch either at center. Oshie's looked good the first couple games too. So they've looked really good. They came out, put out 6 against Detroit, and then beat Nashville in the shootout 3-2. Oshie and Steen both scored in the shootout in that one. And then, I mean, Halak and Elliott are still 2 of the best goaltenders in the league. That's got to be one of the top goaltending pairs that I can remember, and there have been some good ones, so that's saying quite a bit. As far as the schedule goes, this is what the Blues have coming up. Then let's take a quick look at what the division standings look like so far. It's not much, but the Hawks have more regulation overtime wins, which, if you remember from last year, that was a big deal. That counts towards the standings more than regular wins. Points still count more, but the tiebreaker is regulation overtime wins. It's one of the first ones. That's why the Hawks are first in the division, even though the Blues have the same amount. Then Columbus, who I'm actually going to touch on their last game with Detroit in a minute. Nashville has lost twice in overtime. Well, they lost to the Blues in a shootout, and I believe the game against Columbus did too. So not a great start for them, but they've got a good team too. They can come back from that. And again, Rene, he's always been good. St. Louis has just so much offensive firepower that that's basically how they won that game. So what I want to touch on now is something that happened in the Detroit and Columbus game last night. I'll just show the full clip.
Atkinson against Howard.
Well, Cam had a breakaway earlier in the game. Now he's got one with nobody around him.
Atkinson moving in on Howard. He dinks and scores.
So it's kind of fast. You can't really see it in that angle. What happens is Atkinson takes it in, and it actually hits Howard's pad, and then comes back out, and then Atkinson puts it in. According to the rule, which I'm going to show right here, no goal is allowed off rebounds, which, even though Atkinson never shot the puck, that's a rebound. It's a stupid rule, but it is what the rule is. But then there was no goal on that play, and then Detroit would end up winning later in the third round. And I can't remember the player that scored. Brunner was the one that made Bobrovsky look pretty bad. He burned him. I guess I'll show that video here, even though it's Detroit winning. But so it's been a great start to the season. There have been several really great games. Anyway, what I'm gonna try and do is do one of these each week. If you look back on the schedules, I kind of did like a week in advance, sort of, until like Sunday or Monday. That's my goal. I have days off, so I can do it during the day after the games, but before the night games. So I'll try and do it on maybe Monday or Tuesday, either one, I don't know yet. So until next time, I'll leave you with this.
In his second NHL game. This is for the win. Brunner picks up the puck, zigzagging in. On Bobrovsky. Brunner waits, shoots, and scores!